Hey guys, it's Epic STG, and welcome to Sunset Overdrive. Alright, so we're going to give you another quick one today, and the topic is obviously Sunset Overdrive. Now, this game has mountains of comedic gold. I mean, I don't know who wrote this game, I don't know who the actual writer was, but good God almighty, this game is quite possibly one of the funniest things I have ever had the pleasure of playing. I mean, there's jokes, there's rapier wit, there's just flat out funny. This has something. If you like funny, this has something for everybody, and you will have a great time with just the story alone. Now, I wasn't going to play this game. Now, the reason I wasn't going to play this game is because I had made an executive decision not to get the Sunset Overdrive bundle, even though I really wanted that white Xbox One. And I decided to get the Assassin's Creed bundle so I could play Assassin's Creed with Epic Boss, because she's not going to play this. And that's the primary reason I play games, to play with my wife, so it just wasn't going to work out. But this came up for a free Microsoft weekend, and I decided to pick it up. No, just to see what it was like, and I am impressed, to say the least. The gameplay is fast. And when I say fast, I mean fast. I mean, Call of Duty is rarely this fast. And I'm like, that's one of the sticking points that leads credibility to the game. It's fast, but it's not too overpowered where you can't keep up what's going on screen. And there's a lot going on screen. There's numerous things to bounce off of, there's numerous things to grind off of, and there's generally enemies everywhere. Big swarm tactics here, and the game feels very, not rushed, because that's the wrong word, because that's negative. The game just feels fast-paced. We'll go with that. Now, the gameplay and the shooter mechanics feel very intuitive, and I got that from the moment I picked up the game. This game has a low-ball learning curve, but it can be really advanced, and you will understand the game from the moment you pick it up. It's super easy to pick up. Now, the game is very stylish, and it's built on that, actually, hilariously. I mean, if you look in the top right-hand corner under the lightning bolt, you'll see a combo meter pop up, and the game rewards you for being stylish, and that's cool. I'm like, there's been a couple other games like that, a couple of shooter games like that reward you for being stylish, but I think this is done in a really creative way. This allows you to get, I believe they're called amps, for when you get super stylish combos and everything like that. And again, the combo system is actually really easy to take a part of. So the weapons themselves are hilarious. I mean, they're all just I'm like, there's nothing you haven't seen in other games, but my personal favorite is TNT Teddy, which you just saw go off in the building in that small cutscene. And I'm like, just think about it. How awesome is that? You have TNT Teddy. It's a teddy bear filled with dynamite, and you shoot it at people. You can't get any better than that. I'm like, there's a couple of different guns. There's the Dirty Harry, which is exactly, if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what it is. It's that giant, I believe it's a 44 or 45 Magnum. Beautiful, beautiful gun. And I'm like, but those are the real honorable mentions, because those are the ones I really use a lot, because Dirty Harry and TNT Teddy, come on. The enemies use swarm tactics, but they're generally intelligent, but they're basically, I believe that the enemies in this game are basically cannon fodder to tell a really hilarious story. That's all I believe they're there for. I mean, there are some hard enemies. I'm not saying this game is easy by any stretch of the imagination, but they're just here. I'm like, if there were no bad guys in this game, the story wouldn't be nearly as funny, but it would still be doable, because the story is just that funny. So, this story has some simple but memorable characters and voice acting, as I've said numerous times. And one of the key features of this game is the load of customization that you go through. Now, you can play pretty much any type of character that you want to play, and some stylistic options will be available to make that happen. Now, you saw my girl, she went from kind of grunge to kind of urban chic, and I'm like, I think that's cool. I'm like, you can play whatever you want. And I'm like, they've even taken stabs at other games. Like, you can, I believe there's character customization options so that you can play someone that looks like one of the guys or gals from Assassin's Creed. Now, that's hilarious to me. Go Google the little controversy over that. It was hilarious. Now, the multiplayer basically plays out like there's no PvP, even though it's all PvP. And the reason I say that because it's confusing, but it makes totally understand. It's competitive co-op. That's all it is. 4 people run around and they can basically defend an area over a predetermined period of time. Only played a couple of games, so I'm not completely up on it, but it was really fun and interesting. It was a fresh take, and you compete for points, and top dog wins, just like any other multiplayer. And I'm pretty sure there is a 16-player free roam, I think. I'm not really too sure, but since this game is basically we are survivor based, I doubt there'll be any extra PvP, but I'm not 100% sure. So if there is, please let me know in the comments so I can go ahead and end this. But yeah, that's all I really got for the game today. This is SDG signing out, and thanks for watching. Take it easy, guys.